According to federal investigators, the tire company Goodyear knew that they were selling defective tires to the public and refused to do a recall. This refusal cost the lives of 8 people. For almost 20 years, Goodyear refused to recall the tires that they knew were defective. No recall was issued according to the federal investigation. The same investigators found that the tires were responsible for the deaths of 8 people and injuring 69 others from 1999 through 2009. It was eventually the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration who, on February 22nd, officially accused the company. They also mandated a recall of the 22.5-inch diameter G159 tires. It wasn't until the NHTSA had threatened a public hearing and court action did Goodyear issue a recall of some 173,000 of the tires. They had stopped producing them in 2003. They also said that Goodyear should have issued a recall within 5 days of finding the defect. NHTSA said the safety-related defect is clear. Identified failure that leads to a loss of vehicle control, causing crashes and potentially catastrophic consequences such as death and serious injury. Goodyear's penchant for secrecy undoubtedly provided an ancillary benefit in preventing injured litigants and their counsel from providing information about G159 related crashes. NHTSA was not alerted to the extraordinary failure of the subject tires until documents were released in an Arizona case in 2017. According to reports, documents say the tire tread can separate from the body, causing drivers to lose control and increasing the risk of a crash. In one case, a front tire on an RV failed as a man and his family were returning from vacation. The driver heard a loud pop and lost control of the 40-foot-long RV, which crossed the median and hit an embankment. The driver was paralyzed and 3 other passengers suffered a broken spine and pelvic bones, the letter said, without saying whether or when the crash occurred. Goodyear maintains that the tires are not defective. However, the company has routinely settled lawsuits and got judges to seal information, keeping it from the NHTSA and other plaintiffs' lawyers. According to the Associated Press, in 2007, a Goodyear engineer testified in a court case that operating heavy truck tires above 200 degrees Fahrenheit could cause tread separation. Yet, in August of 1996, Goodyear tests of the recalled tires found that temperatures well in excess of 200 degrees Fahrenheit at 50 miles per hour. There can be very little doubt that this entire situation, those injuries and lives, were caused and lost because of the profit motive of capitalism. It's very clear that Goodyear did not want to recall the tires because it would cost them exorbitant amounts of money in order to do the right thing for public safety. So once again, we do see actual real-world capitalism going directly against the interests of regular, everyday people in order to fund their bottom line. In other words, to fill their pockets and the pockets of their investors. Now, this is something that's been going on for more than 20 years, so they've been certainly going to extraordinary lengths to cover this up. As I said, they even were sued multiple times, of which each of the cases were sealed so that this information would not get out to regulators who would eventually hold them accountable for what they do. And this is nothing new for the automotive industry, particularly in the United States. It has long since been held that manufacturers, those of capital, of the capitalist class, do these ridiculously dangerous things in order to make money. There seems very little chance that there would be some ethical aberration to this. I mean, this is the modus operandi of capitalism itself, and something that cannot be cured so long as the profit motive is allowed to be the driving force of society. Jason Unruhe, Mouse Rebel News, Niagara Falls. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.